Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Saturday, June 3rd. And I've got Chick-fil-A on my mind. No, not for dinner. But that news is out that the MAGA crowd are now trying to cancel out Chick-fil-A because they've quote-unquote gone woke. Y'all complain that the Democrats are just the cancel culture, yet here you are doing the same thing. So is it cancel culture or is it not? Is it legit or is it not? Make up your mind. So, something came out recently about Chick-fil-A had a vice president of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And somebody posted up on Twitter saying, oh, they just hired this guy and they've got a DEI policy, so they've gone woke and we need to boycott them. All right. Problem is they hired this guy like a year or two ago. And he's certainly been in the position for at least a year. The other problem is, in a 2019 article, both in CNN and Vox, they talk about how Chick-fil-A was going to start rethinking who they donated money to, including no longer donating money to anti-LGBTQI plus community, organizations that are against the LGBTQ community. Sorry, I'll eventually get the acronym down. So it looks like they've been trying to have better relationships with our community members here for a couple of years now, but the Republicans are only now recognizing it. Only now they care. I guess it was okay to be woke before. It's not okay to be woke now. God, it must be so hard for them to have to wait for Fox News or OAN or somebody to tell them what to be outraged against next. In case you haven't figured it out, this is not a MAGA-friendly channel. And if you're a MAGA person watching it, maybe you should sit down and use some of those critical thinking skills you put aside, dust them off the closet, and start trying to figure out why it is you didn't know any of this. Why it is you didn't bother doing an ounce of research before you got all angry. And basically, all woke is recognizing that certain community members are being marginalized. And you're sympathetic to that because you don't want your neighbors to be marginalized. Pretty much, that's it, in a nutshell. And not even a very big nut. So, what's going on? Why is the GOP, why are the MAGAs so upset at Chick-fil-A? Actually, more to the point, is this going to impact Chick-fil-A at all? What's going to be the status with Chick-fil-A and this outrage that's being manufactured here? For entertainment purposes only, of course. Okay, well, is it a naivete? I think Chick-fil-A kind of misses the good old days when they just made sandwiches and, being nice to people was just being nice to people. Here, have a flower. Oh, thank you. Not, here, have a flower. Are you gay? You are? Oh, get out. You're not wanted here. How about we be nice to each other for a change? Isn't that what that guy Jesus said? And they nailed him to a cross for having the audacity to say, hey, let's be nice to each other for a change. Crossing the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, this is kind of a destiny card. This is the path that Chick-fil-A is down. They're trying to be a more inclusive company. They're trying to reach out to different community members in a good capitalistic way because guess what? The LGBTQ community has money to spend and they've got tasty chicken sandwiches to sell them. And years ago, they started going down this path. And they will continue down this path. And this is just some of the turbulence that you're going to hit. In the past, I think this is more Chick-fil-A being put to the sword. They got called out for the donations that they were giving and the problems that people had with that. And as a good capitalistic company, they had to evaluate whether or not they really wanted to alienate 20-25% of the population. Guess what? You don't want to alienate anybody. You want to bring them in. So they had to come up with a new idea. And that new idea was not be a bunch of jerks. Current situation is that feeling of betrayal. And I don't think that's Chick-fil-A's feeling of betrayal. Maybe it is a little bit. You know, I'm sure the MAGA community love Chick-fil-A more than, almost more than their guns themselves. After you've been shooting your gun all day at your 12 packs of Bud Light, what's better than a nice Chick-fil-A sandwich? But now they can't have Chick-fil-A sandwiches because they've been told that Chick-fil-A is woke. And how could they betray these patriots like that? But, you know, so MAGA people, you may feel betrayed. It's just capitalism. That's all it is. Come on, think about it. You didn't suddenly hate Bud Light because it was woke. You've been drinking Bud Light forever. By the way, NASCAR supports the LGBTQ community as well. They've got pride stuff on their website. Are you now going to boycott NASCAR too? What are y'all going to do for fun? You don't like drag queens. You don't like beer. You don't like NASCAR. You can't go to Chick-fil-A anymore. What are you going to do? You can't drive in your Chevy trucks or your Ford trucks because they support them as well. Victory. This is a victory for the gay community. Absolute victory for the gay community. It's a victory for the whole LGBTQ community. They're being accepted, and it's Gay Pride Month. This is the month to celebrate people in the LGBTQ community, and they're celebrating it. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is catching a little bit of flack on that, but the reason why they're catching flack is it's Pride Month. And people are paying attention to Pride Month, and they're getting all outraged. And what they're starting to find out is that the ones who are hating on Pride, they're a really small community. And they're getting smaller because all these companies are abandoning them. They'd rather be associated with the gay community than with the MAGA crowd. So we have messaging. Going forward with a new message. Chick-fil-A is going forward. They're going to keep going down this path. They're seeing, a different group of customers come in. And they don't see the downside on this. They're going to continue doing this. And this is going to continue happening with lots of companies. The outcome, new journey. This is a brave new world that we're living in here. And it's going to be a world that's going to be more accepting of a more diverse group of people. And it's going to be successful because the majority of us support our LGBTQ brothers and sisters. You can be upset. You can feel betrayed. But the betrayal isn't from the company. They're a capitalistic company. That's all they're doing is what you would expect, trying to make money. So why did you think that they were supposed to ignore this community? Why is your world so small? Something to think about. I'll tell you what I'm going to think about. It's not going to be going to Chick-fil-A. But I'm just going to be thinking about, I'll be doing a lot of content during Pride Month. And my anniversary is in Pride Month. And we got married, my wife and I got married in San Francisco at City Hall during Pride. It was great to see City Hall all lit up in the great Pride colors. I hope everyone has a great month in June. Celebrate Pride. Celebrate our brothers and sisters. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, a thumbs up, comments, share it, do all the YouTube-y stuff. I appreciate your support, and I look forward to doing the next more videos for you this month. Take care. Bye-bye.